how we raised our prices, tripled our sales, and made 7x more profit, all by making one small shift. Guys, I hope you're doing well. My name is Peter Langan, and today I'm going to show you how you can do that with the same product, the same traffic, no discounts. In fact, we increased our prices, no fake urgency, just a completely different way of selling, an honest way of selling. All right. So, first thing first, as I said, my name is Peter. I've sold thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of physical products online, primarily on Amazon FBA. So I've sold garden hoses, I've sold dog whistles, I've sold bin guards, wheels, fences, fencing pins, silicone grease. I've sold just so many different things, right? Now, primarily, I do still sell on Amazon, but I also sell on Shopify. And it's in Shopify where I actually developed this system, right? It's called Trojan Selling, and it's a trust first way of selling products, right? That helped us 3x our sales and 7x our profits without discounting, right? I don't really like discounting, so I wanted to develop a way that, we get paid what our product's worth and a customer gets a really good deal as well. And I think we found it, right? So first things first, who is this for? This is for founders who sell or want to sell high quality premium products on Shopify. So let me just explain this, right? So you already sell a high quality premium product on Shopify. Great, you're sound. You want to sell. So ideally, you should have a quality premium product that you're either selling in stores, so physically, or you're selling on the likes of Amazon, in which case we can help you launch on Shopify. But you need to be one of those two things, right? It's a good product. Let's just take that for granted. It has to be good. If it's not good, it won't work. You believe in it. So you're like, I love this product. I'm behind this product. I'm passionate about this product. Great. We want you to be passionate. And you just need more people to try it. Okay. You want to get into more people's hands, right? Because once it's in their hands, they will convert to being a customer. Okay. You're not interested in fake timers, 50% off coupons, or endless retargeting funnels. Like, you're just tired of all that stuff. And finally, you're looking for an evergreen offer. So something you can run day after day profitably, and that you're proud to run, right? No fake urgency, no fake anything, just, good, old fashioned, honest offer. That's what you're looking for. So what is Trojan Selling? Look, Trojan Selling is simple. We let the customer experience your product first. They cover a small shipping and handling fee up front and only pay the full price later if they choose to keep it. Now, in our experience, to date, in all the businesses we've implemented this in, people do keep the product, right? In our own product, for example, which I'll talk about later, this is the Apex Series mountain bike goggles, we've seen a 98% success rate. So this is 98% of people that have taken the trial have kept the product, right? So that's pretty epic, right? This way of selling flips the dynamic. It builds trust. That's what we call a trust first offer. And for the right product, it outconverts everything else we've tested. In fact, on every product we've tested this on, it outconverts everything else we've tested. It's that good of an offer, right? So let me just give you a few examples, right? Number one is Jordan. Now, Jordan has a premium product. It's a tool that cleans pool filters in half the time. Now, I've never had to clean a pool filter because I live in Ireland and, the weather's too cold for an outdoor pool. But in Jordan's case, there's lots of pools around, right? So he's seen this need and he invented this product. And the product was great. Margins were really strong. Return rates were virtually zero, which meant the product did exactly what people expected to do. But he had a problem. A lot of people didn't believe his claims, right? And his conversion rate was stuck at 1.1%. Now, even at 1.1%, Jordan had and has an amazing business that, you'd be happy, like making good money every single month. But he knew there was more. So we worked with him to install a Trojan Selling offer, which is a try before you buy offer. His customers could use the product or try the product for 21 days by just covering $20 shipping and handling. And bear in mind, this is a $300 product. If they loved it, they kept it and their card was automatically charged. Almost immediately, his conversion rate jumped from 1.1% to 1.6%, right? And I think we can get this a little bit more, but 1.6% from 1.1, do the maths. It's very good. He added almost 40K in extra profit per month without changing the product price. Well, I lie. He increased the price or traffic. So everything else was consistent. That is pretty good. And that's just from implementing a trust-based offer, right? Now I want to give you my story, my personal example. This is where it actually all came from. So I launched a premium mountain bike goggle. I showed it to you a minute ago. It's high quality, really good design, and it was priced at $79.99. I thought it would sell pretty quickly. I didn't expect huge problems in that regard. Aside, my business partner, Alex, is a really good mountain biker. So that's why we kind of decided we just launch a product in that space. But sales were pretty slow. In fact, they were really slow. So we kind of panicked. Well, I don't say panic, but we did what everyone does when something's not selling. One of the levers we pull is we reduce the price. And we went all the way down to $49.99, which is like, it's way too low for what we were offering, right? But still not many sales, and we couldn't afford to run ads. Think he who can spend the most to acquire a customer wins. We certainly couldn't. And I knew deep down the issue wasn't the product, because anyone that did use the product were really happy with it. It was just that people didn't trust us. We were a new brand in a space where there was a lot of entrenched brands, and it was hard to break into that. So again, people just didn't trust us, as I said. And they didn't believe it was as good as we claimed, right? We had a few unique attributes to our product as well. But again, people must not have believed this, right? And that's why I decided to flip the model. Instead of pushing for full price up front, we decided to let people try the product before they buy, because I knew that once they tried it, they'd be happy. And I was nervous implementing this for the first time, but I need not have been. So what we did was we allowed people to try the product by covering £10 shipping and handling. And if they loved it, they could keep it. And if they didn't, they could send it back, and there was no risk for the customer, right? But the result, our price went back up to $79.99, and our conversion rate jumped from 0.72% to 2.24%. Okay, just for making a try before you buy offer. Suddenly we could scale the same product, the same traffic, just a different way of selling, right? One that built the trust first. People didn't need to trust us. We needed to trust them. And that made all the difference. And that trust led to epic growth and goodwill from our customers, right? Now, I know what you might be thinking. Won't people just take advantage? Will this make my product feel cheap? What if they try it and never buy? Guys, I thought all these things as well. But the truth is this: if your product is genuinely good and you trust your customer and do right by your customer, in our experience to date, you will win, right? Returns, they stay super low, right? And conversion rates go up. So I think in just a really good customer experience. In our case, as I mentioned, it was actually 98.5% success rate, trial to full customer, right? And if you trust, and the trust, builds and it gives/creates more repeat buyers and referrals over time. Because, the law of reciprocity. If you do good to someone, they want to do good back to you. And that's what we found. And when you implement an offer like this, you stand out from the crowd for all the good reasons, right? And this is really interesting, right? This was an email that Jordan got from one of his customers. I just want to scroll down, right? And this was really interesting. I saw your trial offer and thought, this is a product that must stand out on its own. Your offer reminds me of the value of someone's handshake back in the day when someone's word was solid. I honestly believe your advertisement was a godsend for me. Thank you so much and have a blessed evening. You just don't get emails like that anymore. And also, we seen this, and we didn't expect this, but we actually seen a lot of people, instead of taking the trial, actually buy the product outright based on hey, these guys are letting us try the product out for free. It must be good enough. I'm just going to buy it outright and not bother with the trial. The conversion rate lifted everyone, right? Now, who isn't this for, right? If your product isn't good, this won't work because you're letting people try it out just to prove to them how good it is. If it's not good, that's a road to nowhere, right? If you don't trust your customer, this won't work because we have to trust the customer. And as I said, in my experience, trusting the customer is not a bad thing. But if you don't do that, this won't work. Right? If your item is somewhat of an impulse buy, think low ticket, our experience is that this doesn't work. Sorry, I've written that wrong. If your item is not an impulse buy, think low ticket, right? Like a low ticket kind of run of the mill item. Our experience is this won't work. Ideally, this needs to be £50 plus, right? Not an everyday purchase. Okay. We tried it on some items that were 20 quid and stuff. Didn't work. What try before you buy really means, right? No more discounting, no more urgency hacks, just a high converting evergreen offer that builds trust from day one and turns buyers into long-term superfans, affiliates. And honestly, if you got the right product, I genuinely believe this offer can transform your business. I've seen that more than once now, right? Now, the next steps is we're currently investing heavily into a dedicated app to manage try before you buy offers, everything in one place, fully automated, all the bells and whistles, right? However, right now we've a proven setup that's already working This is what we've used ourselves. This is what Jordan has used. And this is what one or two other companies that we're setting it up for now are using. And I want to install this in 10 stores, right? On a first come, first serve basis, just like we did for Jordan, right? If that sounds like something you are interested in, let's talk, right? It's not free, but it's not at full price yet either. We'll jump on a short call. We'll look at the numbers and we'll see if Trojan selling is a fit for you and your business and what you can expect based on our results. Guys, the way I want this to work is I want people to have the right product, the right business fit to come in. We implement this inside their business. They get epic results and we can use that as a case study and they can just keep, selling month in, month out and make that extra revenue. So that's kind of the game plan. And that's what we've already done that for one person. Let's do it for more. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, just go down below. There's a button, click that. It's a Calendly link, a few simple questions, answer them. And hopefully we'll be on a call very, very soon chatting about Trojan selling and how a try before you buy offer would work for your business if you meet those requirements. All right, guys, take care and I will talk to you soon.